Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If it is your first time on this channel, welcome. So today I'm going to speak about financial mistakes in your 20s and 30s. Remember that I shared financial mistakes or financial regrets of the people in their 50s. So today I'm going to speak about financial mistakes that many people make in their 20s and 30s. And so that you are able to avoid these mistakes and are able to grow financially during this time that is most critical in your financial journey, as you solidify and as you have your initial investment that will grow and grow and grow. Remember, time is your friend, and you need to invest in your 20s and 30s, and so that you are able to invest and be able to grow significantly financially. These are the mistakes that you need to avoid. So the first mistake that people do is lending money to friends and to relatives. Remember, like I said earlier on another video, that you invest your money by lending to friends and family. Remember, you are not a person who is qualified to give loans to people. You cannot appraise a good borrower from a bad borrower. And you are also influenced because you want to be their friend or to become a good relative to your relatives. So avoid lending money. Many people lend money and none of this money comes back to them, not with interest, and not even their capital comes back. So avoid lending money to people. The other thing that people need to do is stop investing together as boyfriend and girlfriend. If you are not married, there is no legal obligation that ties this person to you. There is nothing you can say that makes you say that you are together. There is no legal entry that comes with boyfriend and girlfriend. So when you invest together and buy a house, boyfriend and girlfriend, when one person swindles the money or is able to take advantage of the other, or they invest in the name of one person, there is no legal redress to the other person that is affected. So stop investing boyfriend girlfriend. If you have to invest as a married couple. So ensure that you are married before you start investing together. Because when you are married, at least there is some legal redress when the two of you separate. But remember, when you separate as boyfriend and girlfriend, you have no legal redress. In fact, they might say that they do not know you, and you will have to prove that indeed they know you and invested with you. So the other thing that you need to avoid, ladies and gentlemen, let us avoid these things. You need to stop overspending on dates. And I have done a video to help you learn how to spend less and score more with your dates. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, every time you spend money on a girlfriend and take them out, take them on a holiday and take them here and there, remember, it is a gamble. They might not be your wife or husband in the end. Take your wife and your children out as much as you can. And I even encourage spending on expenses, but not spending on girlfriend, boyfriend. That is a big financial mistake. And especially where you men, and you know yourself, because you want to impress and you want to show her that you are capable and able, and you're the man, and so you take her on those dates that are highly expensive, 6-star hotels, going to Dubai here and there, and impressing with gold blings and all. Overspending on your girlfriend, boyfriend is going to kill you financially. It is a big financial mistake. The other thing is overspending on household items. Who told you that you need a TV bigger than your mother's cupboard to be able to see anything? Remember, you can even see with your phone. You do not need those big TVs or big fridges for the ladies. You do not need those big cookers as a single person. In fact, you might find you actually cook very little in that house. You do not need the big sofas and the fancy gadgets in your house. Stop overspending on household items. Actually, even if you spend a lot, you might not be able to recover when you need to meet a certain need and sell off your household items. They actually lose value very badly. They lose value as badly as a new car. Remember to avoid buying household items that are exorbitant and expensive. That is a big financial mistake that you are taking on, and especially when you take higher purchase and loans on these household items. that you want to enter a house that is fully furnished. Ladies and gentlemen, if I tell you how I started myself, you will be ashamed with your many big gadgets. But even in that state, within a year, I had bought land. Just because I did not overspend on household gadgets. So avoid these items you purchase that are very expensive. Remember, the newest and the best TV can actually come much later when you are married. You might even buy these gadgets and the person that you are marrying decides that they are not worth it and they want newer things. So avoid buying expensive household items. The other thing that you need to do is avoid trying to keep with the Joneses. That you want to be like so and so and you want to keep up and show that you are able. Every time that people post images on aeroplanes going for holidays, you want to also do that. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, with the Instagram thing, there's actually a famous Instagrammer who would be able to go on a flight with several changes of clothes and change clothes along the way and have many pictures to be able to post months and months after the trip and to be able to say that I'm going on holiday. But they only went for one trip, but they have pictures to show like they went for 10 trips. So do not keep with the Joneses. Every time you want to be like someone, you are spending money. So stop trying to be like so and so. The best person you can be is you. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, there's always somebody who will be smarter. There's always somebody who will have more money. There's always somebody who will seem that they are making more of their life than you. So stop trying to keep up with people. You are only your best you. The other financial mistake that people try to do is invest in businesses they did not understand. How many times have you heard your friends invest in things that they do not understand? Just because your parents tell you, invest in this, do this, I am doing this, I am doing goat business. In fact, there's a friend of mine who was told that goats are a good business. Guy decided to go out on a trip and buy goats somewhere in northeastern Kenya and brought them to Nairobi. Somebody did not tell them that when you buy goats, you have to buy at a certain price and you have to ensure that your cost is low. And also, when you sell these goats, you do not get all the cash immediately. The people who slaughter these goats give you money after some time. So the guy went to buy these goats. They did not understand the business. They were bought expensively, they transported expensively, and they were not able to recapture their cost. They made a significant loss on their first venture. So stop investing in businesses that you do not understand. Invest in something that you understand. The other thing that is connected to investing is when young novice investors like you or others like you invest in the stock market for a short period of time. And they invest without the knowledge of knowing that it is not timing in the market that matters, but it is time in the market that matters. So you invest in shares, and because the market goes up and down, once you see like they are going down, you sell at a loss, so that you can, in your mind, you're thinking, I want to recover my cost and not make a loss. But you forget that the prices go up and down. So investing in the stock market for a short period of time and you get losses is one of the biggest financial mistakes that young people are doing. So if you have to invest in your 20s, like I said, and you invest in the stock market, invest for a longer period of time. Remember, if you invested in the 1920s, $10,000, it is actually equivalent to 4 million in 2020. So 10,000 equals now in 1920 equals to 4 million in 2020, 100 years later. So it is time in the market that makes the difference. Don't make the financial mistake of selling out too quickly. The other thing that people do is that they allow their parents to influence their spending and investments. Remember, when you allow somebody else who is not a professional, who is not qualified, to help you evaluate the investments that you make, you can only be as good as them. Remember that your parents' failures become part of your failures when you allow them to control your spending and expenses. Remember, they can even become creative with your money, making you invest in ventures that are exciting to them but make no financial sense. So be keen and be careful not to allow your relatives, friends, significant others, especially girlfriends and others, to influence you financially, especially if their financial journey is not particularly great. So be careful. The other thing that you need to do is avoid buying cars, and especially a new car. Ladies and gentlemen, cars lose value terribly. In fact, by the time you are driving out of a showroom, you have lost 15% of the value in the first kilometer of mileage. So if you need to sell the car immediately again, you have lost 15% of the value. Stop investing in new cars. Buy a reasonably reliable second-hand car. Remember, these days cars are made to last for 20 years. So remember, you don't need to buy a zero mileage car in your 20s and 30s and incur a loan that you pay over a big period of time. That's a financial mistake that you are doing. The other financial mistake that people do is taking life insurance. What do you need life insurance for? A 20-year-old, healthy like you are, able and capable to do anything and everything. You do not even have dependents. You're taking life insurance so that you can give your parents, who are financially independent, the money. Why? Stop giving money to life insurance. And I've done a video to help you to evaluate and give you reasons why I do not personally take life insurance. So stop taking life insurance when you do not have dependents and when you are still very young and healthy. The other thing that people do is not investing. You are so keen on spending and enjoying, or even leaving money in your account. So you are either not investing or you are just saving and leaving money in the account. You are losing value terribly. You are not taking advantage. You are losing the opportunity to invest. By not investing, you are making a big financial mistake. You'd rather invest, and we talk about that your investments are not generating enough income rather than not investing. So ensure that you invest. Not investing, that it ensures that you are not moving anywhere in your financial well-being. Another thing, financial mistake that young people do is investing in pyramid schemes. Ladies and gentlemen, ensure that you make a thorough investigation of any investments that you need to undertake. In fact, don't take my word I tell you to invest. Ensure that you take your personal diligence and make sure that the investments that you are making are foolproof and they are mature and they are capable to give you a return. Don't invest in pyramids. And I have even done a video to help you spot financial scams so that you can be able to avoid being part of these financial mistakes. The other thing that, ladies and gentlemen, you need to do is stop taking credit cards and high interest loans, especially for personal expenses, spending money. Don't take credit cards because you can, and don't incur credit charges for your personal spending. This is a deep financial hole that many people enter into without the knowledge or comprehension of how big a financial hole they are digging in their financial well-being. I have done also a video to help you with credit cards and be able to understand how you get trapped by credit card debt. In fact, a study shows that young people are incurring high debt over time. We are the most leveraged generation of our time. You start life with a negative. In fact, like I said earlier in another video, that even Albert Einstein at his time understood that the people who are financially wise earn interest. The people who are financially incapable and incompetent pay interest. Stop paying interest and money to people. Stop making the banks rich. Start making yourself rich. These are financial mistakes and many others that you are going to comment down and tell us that are making you not meet your financial goals. So as much as I want to speak and to encourage you that you may be able to learn and grow and invest, avoid these financial mistakes and you will be well on the way to financial ability, capacity, and success. So remember to subscribe to the channel, to like and to leave a comment with the financial mistakes that others need to avoid. Enjoy your 2021.